Thank you. All right, Sarasota. Good to be here. I'm Caroline's husband. I didn't know she was going to talk about me that much. That's interesting. And we're open, I guess. Weird. As she mentioned, we've been together for 40 years. We met when I was -5. But, we're still keeping it exciting. No, good to be here in this giant studio apartment. This is pretty cool. This has got the lighting of like the breakout scene in the prison movie, They throw shit at me. Okay, cool. What are we doing? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm not from Richmond, Virginia. And I've known Lauren for like 10 years, so that one hurts. Yeah, that's okay. Good to be here for my last show with Lauren. Okay, here we go. Let's do some jokes. All right, joke 1. I don't think the president sucked a dick. I don't think he sucked a dick. You saw the thing? The leak, the Epstein file? Do you know what I'm talking about? They're implying that Donald Trump sucked Bill Clinton's dick. That's the most recent. Yeah, no, I know. This is the news now. This is unbelievable. I don't believe it at all. I do not believe Donald Trump sucked a dick. Nope. Because he's such a damn braggart that if he did it, he couldn't keep it a secret. Frankly, I suck the best cock. Frankly, nobody sucks better dick than me. They come so fast when I give head. Oh, they say, sir, we're gonna come. And I say, we're gonna come more. We're gonna come even more. Frankly. POTUS, more like bloatus. I know. What do you call that from a president? A PJ? We don't suck dick because it's easy. We suck dick because it's hard. I did not get head from that president. I know. Good Lord. Obviously that's brand new. I was working on that impression on the drive down, and I was almost lost my voice pretending to be Donald Trump talking about blowing somebody. So that would have been interesting. Got pulled over. No, I lost it because I was doing something really funny. But I know, unbelievable. It's pretty dominating. But did you see that, speaking of the prez, did you see that on his plane recently? He said he doesn't think he's going to heaven. Did you guys see that one as well? He's on his own plane, and somebody from Fox gave him a layup. They're like, hey, there's a ceasefire deal. You talked about going to heaven. You think that might help your chances of getting into heaven? And he was like, probably not. And we're like, what? I never in my life thought that we'd see a time in American history where our president would be honest. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty cool. But I don't think we have to worry. He's never going to die. He's probably going to be president forever. So I don't think we have to worry about that. I mean, Trump's like Tupac at this point. They tried to get him a couple times, right? They clipped him in the ear once. Second guy pointed a gun at him, didn't get him. Now he's just getting cocky like, miss me, now you got to kiss me. Frankly, nobody kisses anymore when they miss. People used to kiss when they missed. Can you imagine if somebody tried to assassinate Biden? If they were like, we should shoot Joe Biden, they'd be like, just give it a couple weeks. They'll probably fall up some stairs. I love this side of the room. Not sure what's going on this side. And please don't assume that me making jokes about Trump means I like any other side. I don't like any of them. So I make fun of them all completely equally. I don't vote, actually. That's just one of the benefits of being a felon. I was tired of people asking me, so fuck it. They're like, who'd you vote for? I'm like, manslaughter. Yeah, never have to worry about that again. But I know. It is weird, because it's like, how every time we have a president, they have a picture of the guy at the beginning of his term and then at the end of his terms, and it looks like he's aged like 40 years. This is going to be the first time that happens to us. Like, whether you like him or not, it's just exhausting every day. Something I feel good. Dude, I know. It's pretty unbelievable. And Dick Cheney just died. Unbelievable. You saw that? Dick Cheney died. Brutal. I know. Another victim of the vaccine. Ridiculous. But I know. I assume it's some sort of hunting accident. I don't know what happened. I know. What was he? Early 70s? He's not even old enough to be president yet. That's crazy. No, come on. I know. Cheney dies the same day that Mom Donnie wins. You guys see that? Mom Donnie, new president of New York. That's exciting. I heard that he's going to turn the New World Trade Center into the first 100-story mosque. So that's exciting. Yeah. But I heard that now when they play the national anthem, we have to face Mecca, so that's cool. I know. If you didn't like that joke, we're going to split it up and divide it evenly amongst everyone in the room. So them's the rules now. Okay. Appreciate you. Thank you for looking at me sometimes. I know that this blank corner is very exciting too. But I know. The guy who's halfway through the shaggy sex change surgery is right here. Zoink, Scoob. Okay. Now, this is actually a crazy show for me to even be here because I lived off of this exit. I lived off of 210 in Sarasota. I lived right at the end of Fruitville Road. That's right. I lived and worked in a trailer on a mini horse farm at the end of Fruitville Road. Fallen Pine Farm. Has anybody heard of it? Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, I lived in a trailer and worked on a mini horse farm earlier this year because everything is going according to plan. I figured let's do stand-up for 18 years and then move into a single-wide trailer and work on a farm. Yeah, single-wide because double-wide's for closers. But yeah, single-wide trailer. Nothing humbles you like not being able to drink a beer because the bottle hits the ceiling before you can get it to your lips. But yep, 72 mini horses. I took care of them 7 days a week. It was pretty wild because I feel like working on a horse farm is kind of the last job you would think I have based on looking at me. Like if you had to guess what job I had, I feel like most of you would say asking your dad for money. But no, I know I do have a look that, says, do you know who my father is? But no, I worked on a mini horse farm. Pretty cool, 72 mini horses, tons of them. Rebel, Gracie, Kisses. Oh, I loved them all. Doll, Disaster. Oh, I can see them all now. Good times. And it was interesting working with little horses because, you learn about horse behavior and, they'll nip at each other and jump at each other when they're playing. But when they actually get aggressive and fight, they'll turn their backs to each other and kick. That's really their only form of fighting and defense, which is an interesting thing to do because humans would never behave in such ways. You can't imagine a drunk dude at a bar you want some shit, dude? Come here. Come here. But yeah, so it was pretty wild to watch. And I worked with one 70-year-old man who hated being there, which was very strange because we're on a mini horse farm where there's no stress. It's just tiny little horses all day long, and he'd still be pissed. He'd be like, do you know where Kisses is? I'm like, yeah, Kisses is with Cupcake. Why are we fighting? It's little horses. Yeah, my trailer was on the other side of a paddock with 8 horses in it. So just to go to my home every night, I'd have to walk through a dark thing of horses with a flashlight, which was interesting bringing dates home, walking through the thing. They're like, I'm like, I know, dude, relax. But yeah, mini horse, good times. Yeah, Fruitville Road. Nothing on the east side of Fruitville Road. It gets to a dead end eventually. I think it's Verna, and then Ashburn was where I was on. Yeah, Fruitville. Which sounds like a place made up by someone trying to bully you, really. Go back to Fruitville. With all the fruits. And the area we were in was called the Rainbow Ranch area in Fruitville, so I was not winning that one at all. But yeah, I was the king of that Publix on Fruitville Road. That's about all we had. We had Publix and Rogers. Does anyone know what Rogers is? Yeah, it's a kind of fancy gas station. That was my spot. It was just me and all the illegals, and we would just be in there getting sandwiches that made us feel sick. But it was cool. You ever just get a sandwich from the Publix deli because there was no line? Dude, I'm like, can I afford not to buy one right now? It's wide open. Let's stock up for the future. Okay. You guys are great at letting me know when it's not funny anymore. You guys, what, too much Fruitville material? I'm sorry. I was trying to relate, But yeah, good to be here in the slums of Sarasota. No, I've never been out to this area. Probably never come back. But, no, you don't love the warehouse district? No, I like it. But, something fun I've been doing. I've been liking people's Venmo payments. Yeah, because why the hell are we allowed to do that? That feels like legally the creepiest thing you're allowed to do. It'll be like, Becca paid Danny $5 for pizza. I comment yummy. Hell yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, people you completely forget exist, you see on there. I saw my high school girlfriend I haven't spoken to in 15 years. She made a rent payment to her current boyfriend. I just commented, we should have got married. And that worked out. So we're doing pretty good now. But now a little bit about me. I am a cisgen, heteronormative, binary male from birth. So, but that's just a fancy way of saying I'm getting into heaven. So that's all that means. But no, hey, we're having a good time. I did just have my first three-way, though, recently. That was very exciting. Three-way. Yeah, it was not the cool kind, unfortunately. Yeah, 2 guys. Yeah. Well, it was 2 other guys. 3 guys total. Yeah. Plus the camera crew. About 8 guys. But, I know. Fellas. When we eat a banana, why do we always try to see how far down our throat we can stick it first? What's that about? Oh yeah, I'd be good at it. Yep. No, just relax. I'm sorry. I had Tylenol earlier. I was just a little off. But yeah, dating-wise, as a comedian, you move around a lot. I'm afraid of commitment. I don't love it too much. Anybody else afraid of commitment? Giggling the couples together. That's fun. You're like, maybe. No. You guys look like a good couple. Do you guys know each other right up front? Yeah. Okay, double date then? Double date? So it's fun. Okay, cool. That's a good... You said sure. You're like, what does that mean? Is it something else? Maybe. No. I think a date at a comedy show is a good idea because you don't have to speak to each other. So you just get to... You go, all right, let's all shut the fuck up for 2 hours. And that's a good move. No, but yeah, I'm afraid of commitment, and I'm afraid of it to the point where it affected my dirty talk with someone recently. I was with a lady, and she went, yeah, you want to fuck this pussy forever? And I went, maybe sometimes, and she didn't like that. Yeah. I mean, dirty talk's an interesting thing. It's fine or whatever. But I was with somebody recently who wanted to talk the entire time. And there's really only so much you can say while you're hooking up. It's kind of the same 5-6 words and phrases repurposed over and like repacked. Just a lot of like, oh, fuck, shit, fuck, so good, fuck, so good, fuck, that pussy's so good. Like it's got to be a lot of short, quick words. You can't do any long syllable words in dirty talk. You can't be like, oh, fuck, that pussy's astronomical. Like, you gotta keep it short and quick. Yeah, I know. You ever see a gay guy and you think, you'd be a really good straight guy? I don't know, because there's a lot of big, strong, cool gay dudes where you're like, thank God you're gay, because like there'd be no ladies left for us if you were straight. Like, God bless gay dudes for taking each other out of the game. You know, like, that's why, like, homophobia doesn't even make sense. Because it's like, if you hate gay dudes, that means you wish these guys who were fucking each other were instead fucking women, which means there'd be less women for you to fuck, right? So, like, hating gay dudes is, like, the gayest thing you can do. It's like, plus, why are you thinking about what another man is doing with his penis? I've never in my life worried about what another man is doing with his penis. It's like, you have herpes, right? Like, worry about your own penis. Like, I don't have time to worry about anybody else's thing. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of couples all up front. Good couple thing. The sure guy. Where'd you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking?
At a bar.
At a bar? Okay, cool, nice, vague. Cool. What was the situation? Who hit on who first? You don't know. You don't. Long time ago. Okay. How long have you guys been together?
20 years.
20 years? Whoa! Wow. So it's almost over. No, I'm just kidding. Wow, 20 years. Damn, you guys look young. Good for you. 20 years. How do you stay looking so young? Exercise. Cool. Yeah, that's a good answer. I live with that. You got a good look, too. You look like a porn star, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, you look good. No, hell yeah. Exercise. That's a good answer. And 20 years, what's the key to making it last, what do you think? How'd you make it 20 years? I like you because you're just laughing at the concept of me asking these questions. I don't know. Where are we? No. But do you have any idea? Well, do you want to chime in, couple next to them? You don't have any answers either? Oh, you don't know them. Oh, okay. That's why you said sure. Double date, you're like, sure, whatever. You're like, I just don't want to talk to you. I didn't know this was going to happen. No, you look good. But okay, 20 years. What do you have any idea how to make it work? What made you last 20 years? She literally can't even talk. This is crazy. Cool. I'm sorry. No, for sure. What about you guys? How long have you been together?
Like 2 years.
2 years. That's nothing compared to them. 20 years. Cool. 10%. Yeah. We got a math guy in the crowd. Whoa, we got a genius. That's actually 10%. It's funny. If you're wondering, if you're trying to convert, I got you on that. Cool. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
I work in a tech company.
Tech company, yep, 10%, sounds right. Well, tech company. If we do 10 in Q3, we're gonna be. Now, what kind of tech is it? What do you do?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity. Okay. Yeah, I'm so tired of like these. All the security is, it's like every email is like, we have a video of you jerking off, and we're gonna send it to your entire contact list. I'm like, sure, the press would help. I don't know. You want to be my agent? No. Cybersecurity. There's like 1 trillion billion cybersecurity companies. What's your twist on it? Come on, you're in Shark Tank. Sharks? I'm trying. Yeah, it is.
It's like every other software tries to put everything in one place and then be like, this is the best solution. Cool.
Well, I will not be investing, but I appreciate the pitch. Okay. I think some of you guys are laughing sometimes. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to make sure you're here. This feels kind of like a trial. I feel like I'm in trouble. No, especially with with a one single spotlight in an all white dark room. This feels like a one-man art show or something. Where like I'm about to like shove a clock up my ass, and he's a genius. He's a genius. Beautiful, Sarasota. Yep. No, this is an art city. Well, I've been staying up in St. Pete on this trip. I've been living in St. Pete. You guys know St. Pete? Yep. Yeah, St. Pete feels like a city whose parents are out of town. And they're just like, here's some money for food. We're like, we're buying drugs with this. St. Pete is kind of like, what if we were all bartenders? Well, like the entire economy is service industry and then 7 people who can afford to live there. That's kind of what it. St. Pete feels like a city that would like elect a dog as mayor. That's kind of what, till further notice, Cupcake is the mayor. Yeah. By the way, that news voice, I love that news voice just because like nobody speaks like that in real life, but that's how everyone on the news sounds. Why are we getting our news from people who just don't sound human? You know, can you imagine if someone in real life was like, yesterday I ate a sandwich. Hopefully soon I'll make love. It's just, doesn't sound right. I don't know. I think if we want people to care about the news, we just have to make it sound like entertainment news. You know, just make it more poppy and then people will give a shit, you know. It'll be like, Ukraine told Putin to stop firing missiles into the city, and he said, no way, Jose, we're still going in. That might help. Okay. And the crowd goes mild. Good. Hey, that's okay. We're riffing. We're having a good time. I'll decide for everybody. I'm making an executive decision. I'm doing great. No, but we're drinking tonight. I think it's Saturday. This was one of like the bring your own beer things, wasn't it? Oh, I love that. That's so dangerous. This feels like your cool parents' house in high school who let you drink in their basement, you know? And they're like, at least we know where they are. But now, alcohol is wonderful. Alcohol is probably the only reason to be alive. It's just your drunk friends who cause the problems, right? You ever try to tell somebody they're too drunk? You tell someone they're too drunk, they'll spend the rest of the night trying to prove to you they're not drunk by doing things they'd never do sober. Like, oh yeah, well if I was drunk, could I do a backflip? I mean, well, maybe, I don't know. Next day, nobody's ever been like, yeah, I mean, I thought Dave was kind of drunk, but once he did that backflip, I knew he was good to drive. What is it about alcohol that makes you want to drunk text, drunk dial, you know? I miss you, let's make it work. Like my question is, I wonder how far back in humanity that behavior goes, you know? Like 100 years ago where dudes sitting around fucked up like, doot, 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 doot. Oh, fuck yeah, she'll be here in 2 weeks. Like, guys get drunk, send a carrier pigeon to the wrong castle. Like, I wonder if it goes as far back as message runners. You know, just some kid shows up winded to a city like, I come bearing a message from the Duke of Cunningham to the Duchess of Notting Hill. Thy message reads. You up? Yes, tell him I'll be there in 9 moons. Okay. Little alcohol statistic for you guys. Maybe if I tell the jokes at you, you'll be. But I think you guys are kind of. It just feels like they're more lively. I can't help but. You know, I mean, if you guys want to be better, I'm not saying you have to. I mean, if this side enjoys comedy and this side doesn't, that's totally good. I mean, this is an art space, right? Art, it's subjective. Art is subjective, you know. Some people think things are funny and other people are wrong. So, you know, it's like, hey, no, I'm just kidding. You guys are good. I feel like I'm performing to a funeral on this side. But no, it's okay. The death of laughs. So sad. Frankly, we love to laugh. But no more laughs because of Mom Donnie. Okay. No, I don't care. No, we're going to have a good time. Irregardlessly, we're going to have a good time. This is a real alcohol statistic. I don't know if you guys have heard this before. But in 30% of car crashes, alcohol is involved in 30% of car crashes. And I think the more important statistic there is that 70% don't. So, you know, drink up because statistically it's the safest thing you can do. And I don't know if you've heard this as well, but in most fatal car crashes, the drunk person is the only one to survive. It's true. It's because alcohol relaxes your body, so when you crash, you're less likely to tense up, tear all your muscles. Oh yeah, I chug a beer every time I get in a car. People are like, what are you doing? I'm like, putting on armor, trying to make it home. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard this piece of propaganda as well, but they say if you take a cold shower for 5 minutes, it releases the same amount of endorphins as doing cocaine. Oh yeah, and I was skeptical at first, but I started trying it, and now me and all my buddies are taking cold showers together at 3 a.m. So it's like, get in here, dude, one more hit. Hell yeah. Meet a girl at the bar, she's like, so you have cocaine? I'm like, well, actually, if you turn it to cold, it's essential. Reddit told me it's the same. No, I think cocaine is the best drug out of all the drugs. Anybody else agree with that? No. What? Anybody got a better answer? What does this side think? What drug is better? X. Okay, hell yeah. Yeah, mushrooms is a good one. God, taking mushrooms, it feels like you can see the world in HD. It's pretty nice. But yeah, and somebody just shouted X. Nice, the abbreviation for it. Not Twitter anymore. No. X, why do you like X so much? Okay. He overdosed. What's that?
It's like being in heaven for 4 hours.
It is like being in heaven for 4 hours. That's a great pitch. Take notes, tech guy. Talk about a drug that sells itself. What's it called? Ecstasy. I'm in. All right. No. Yeah, I did it all. Did ecstasy, acid, mushrooms. Earlier today, and I'm still coming down. No, I got a good chuckle on that one, thank you. I guess for me, I just think Coke is the best, just because the come up and come down is so severe. You know, because when you start doing Coke, you're like, dude, we're moving into a penthouse, we're starting a business, we're getting on Shark Tank. And then when I come down, you're like, I'm ugly, I'm going to kill myself, what am I doing? But no, at this point, I've been about 10 years clean on cocaine. Which, let's see how the rest of the set goes. But this side of the room will drive me to it. No, you guys are good. I'm just being mean because this side is so stellar. Maybe it's just this front. Oh, yeah, all right. Yeah. Okay. No, we're going to start a civil war tonight. This is fun. But, 10 years clean on cocaine. And people ask me, they go, how'd you beat such a severe drug like cocaine? How'd you beat an addiction like that? I'll tell you how I beat cocaine with one word. Poverty. Yeah, they don't give you that shit for free. So, want to go sober? Go broke. That's really the safest thing to do. I know. I'm very broke. Anybody else broke? Broke as hell. Yep, so broke. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't even know a single person in my life doing well right now. That's wild. Don't know a single person doing well. You ever been so broke you just go to sleep? Like, I'm like, well, I can't afford anything in this consciousness, but dream world, I'm a millionaire. Let's go there. Yeah, we got fans asleep. Nah, yeah, broke as, I don't know, man. Like, I'm so broke, I don't have Wi-Fi. You know how crazy that is? You don't have Wi-Fi, even homeless people are like, get your shit together. But, yeah. But, you know, that's just one of the perks of living on a farm at the end of Fruitville. So, you know, I'll never get over that. I have PTSD just being in Sarasota again. But, no, it was a good time. But I know, broke. So broke I can't afford to fall in love. Yeah, people are like, you want to go on a date? I'm like, I'd love to, but I can't. But, okay. Now, you guys have heard of like thruples and stuff, you know? That's like 3 partners in a relationship. I'm actually in a quadruple. And yeah, well, it's 8 dudes and 1 woman. And we have to pay her. Wait a minute. Huh. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's do the good ones now. No, let's check the Epstein list real quick. Oh, I know. Well, the Epstein list isn't real, right? It doesn't exist. Maybe the real Epstein list is the friends we made along the way. No, I know. Can you believe it? I know the gaslighting with the Epstein list is pretty wild at this point. He's literally gotten to the point where he's like, it's boring. It's boring. It's not even... It's boring. The billionaire pedophile sex island is boring. It's like, dude, we work at Dunkin' Donuts. Like, this is a Netflix blockbuster. And you're telling me it's boring. He's like, you don't even know them. I'm like, okay. But no, before this, before coming down to St. Pete, I just spent 2 months in Washington, D.C. That's where I grew up, Washington, D.C. Yeah, around the National Guard. They're all there right now. Or as I like to call them, the Washington Commanders. Yeah, so it's cool to be around the military and stuff. But I don't know. I think if you're a politician and you vote for war, you should have to fight in it, right? That's how it used to be, right? Politicians used to be equestrians. We've all seen the statues of George Washington on a horse with a sword, right? Can you imagine Biden on a horse? Like, instead of a sword, he's holding an ice cream cone? Like, can you imagine Trump on a horse? Instead of a sword, he's grabbing a pussy. Like, can you imagine Hillary Clinton as a horse? I can see it. But it's just, I just think it's messed up that, they don't take care of the veterans when they come back. We have to raise the money. We start the charities, Wounded Warrior Project. We have bake sales for the troops. Why are we the ones who have to take care of them? Government sent them there. They should take care of them forever. I think every veteran should be able to go into any strip club and get a free blowjob whenever they want. Yeah. And we'll call the program PTS My D. I think that's a good idea. And I did that joke one time, and a lady in the crowd said, what about the ladies? And I said, well, what would you like? And she said, Sephora gift card. So I guess that's about equal to a blowjob in the eyes of a lady. Yeah, I know. Political stuff is ridiculous. There's no point in talking about any of it. Yeah, but I think I figured out why Republicans hate trans. It's for the same reason we all do. Too tempting. Yeah, it's just, oh my God. If I accidentally match with one on the apps, I gotta unmatch quick, because if I think about it, I'll... Yeah. Well, okay, so one time I got a DM from a pretty lady, and she said, hey, I like your stuff. You're real cool. We should hang out. And I go, oh, I'd love to. It's a shame we're not in the same city. And she said, well, what city are you in? I'll come meet you. And that's when I started getting suspicious. I'm like, okay, well, seems too good to be true. So I clicked on her Twitter profile, and there was just a video of her getting railed. She was a trans porn star. Yep, she had what I'm having. Yeah, she was Harry and Sally. But so I go back to the conversation and I say, hey, I clicked on your profile. I happened to notice that you were trans, and that's not my preference, And she said, is that a problem? And I said, well, it's not a problem. It's just, it's not what I would prefer. And she goes, oh, it's no different. Which, well, that's a progressive take. It's no different. And she goes, oh, it's just basically like I have a permanent strap on. You just fuck me in the ass. And I go, can I think about it? Because, again, I'm trying to let him down easy because you got to remember, this is a guy. I don't want to get my ass beat. So yeah, I said, let me think about it. And I haven't done it yet, but if times get too tough, maybe I'll cash my chips in. Relax, come on. We all voted for Bernie. I know. Okay, yeah, hey, I don't know. No. Okay, yeah, we're almost there. You guys have been very nice to me, by the way, so I appreciate you being a cool crowd. Sarasota. Yeah, you guys are very cool. This is a very cool space. And yeah, it does feel like something is going to happen at the end where something rains down or whatever. Or you all get a free car under your debt. No, this feels like the lobby at a Diddy party. Here's a cute one you guys can try. Next time you go to the bathroom, when you knock on the door and the person inside goes, "Someone's in here," shout, "I know!" and keep trying to get in. Literally scare the shit out of somebody. That's fun to do. You ever get advice from people doing worse than you? Ever have that? That's a fun deal. Because people be like, "Oh, dude, this is how you got to eat. This is how you should invest your money." It's like, dude, you're calling me from prison. Like, you worry about your shit. He's like, "No, you got to look at this crypto." I'm like, "You're getting the death penalty. Like, you should worry about your shit." But, I rode in the back of a flatbed truck the other day in the bed. That's always a cool deal. Right? That feels like a redneck magic carpet ride in the back of one of those. Just like, "I can show you dead squirrels." Just pretty good time. Okay, you guys are fun. Okay, we're almost there. No. Okay. By the way, I do got to say, I do have a lot of respect for people who kill themselves in prison. Just because it's like life sentence. How about 2 days and I'm out of here, right? Life sentence is what you make it. So you can take the power back. No. Okay. Thank you. I know, we saved the good ones for the end. I can't say these. Okay. People get mad at the U.S. They go, "Oh, you've been sending all these missiles to Israel." It's like, okay, but to be fair, we're also sending a bunch of missiles to Palestine. They're just coming from Israel really fast. So, you made me say it, didn't want to. I told you. Nice. I do know that therapy is expensive, and a little life hack for everybody. The suicide hotline, they can't hang up. So you can just be on the phone with them for hours, and eventually they'll be like, "Sir, this is not a therapy line." And you can be like, "Oh, really, it's not? Well, that makes me really sad." "Oh, okay, buddy, whatever you need. Cool, okay. I know, sorry, most of my jokes got cut by Doge. I'm just still coming back from what I got. Yeah, I mentioned, grew up in Washington, D.C. I'm a big fan of our basketball team, which is the Washington Wizards. And some people don't... What part of that's funny? But yeah, the Washington Wizards. And we used to be the Washington Bullets, but they changed the name around the year 2000 because gun crime was so high in the city that they figured, change the name of the basketball team, everything will work itself out. And it did. No more gun crime. But there's been a huge rise in wizardry, which has been very scary. Just dudes on the corner with robes and amulets, like, "Give me your money, I'll turn you into a frog." Bippity boppity, bitch ass. But yeah, both of our sports teams got canceled in D.C. because we used to be the Redskins as well. But, we had a gender reveal party, and we are now the Commanders, which is interesting because I feel like the Commanders are the people who killed the Redskins. So it feels like a pretty lateral move there. Yeah, I was in Miami recently. They have the Miami Dolphins. And that team name doesn't exactly strike fear in the hearts of opponents, I think. Dolphin, compared to the rest of the league. It's like Raiders, Vikings, Dolphins. Hey, we're going to put on our finest Sunday brunch colors. Go play football. I went to a Bucs game in Tampa, and the kicker came out, and on the Jumbotron they said, "For every kick made this season, the Bucs will donate $500 to St. Joseph's Children's Hospital." And talk about some pressure. Like, if I don't do my job, people don't laugh. If this guy doesn't do his job, kids die. Like, how's that program work? What, are they watching the games from the operating room? It's like, oof. Sorry, Timmy, the kick was blocked. Yeah, just like your arteries, no surgery. Sorry. Seriously, how's that program work? What are they telling parents? Doc, be honest with me. What's my kid's shot of survival? Well, kicker's only 3 for 18 this season, so all we can do is pray for a trade. Okay. I don't know if I can legally leave on that one. But, no, I don't know. I'm trying to be healthy. Are you guys healthy? Yeah, I hear ya. It's hard, you know? Because the front of the package will say, like, made with real fruit in mind. You're like, what? They're like, we thought about fruit when we made this. It'll be called, like, 100% juice. Turn it around. Contains no juice. You're like, what? Yeah, I know. I had Taco Bell a couple days ago. I still don't really feel okay. I had a quesarita, a quesalupa, and a case of diarrhea. And I'm still waiting to feel better. By the way, doesn't Dua Lipa sound like a Taco Bell item? I hear that name. I'm like, let me get a double Dua Lipa and a Baja Blast. Okay. You're making me do one more. No, I don't know. I think I feel pretty good about. Okay. What percentage of the show was good? What's that? 90%. 90%. All right. That's pretty good. You know. I don't love crowd work too much. Does anybody have anything extremely interesting that they feel the need to tell me? I think that's a good starting point for crowd work, because I don't really give a shit where anybody works or how long they've been together. But what's that? Who raised their hand? Oh, who did? Oh yeah, the woman sitting alone by multiple. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, oh cool. Oh.
Because we met on Tinder.
Uh-huh.
And then he ghosted me.
Oh.
But then I had an organ transplant and I died a little bit and ghosted him. And so we were even, and now we've been dating for like 8 years.
Look at that. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Wow. Yeah. No. That sounds more like something you just needed to get off your chest. Think. Good. Yeah. It's good. You feel better now. Oh yeah. Laughter's the best medicine. What organ had a failure? What organ did you need?
It was my liver.
Your liver.
Yeah.
Funny. No, I don't know. Liver, like the food. Why was your liver bad?
It was a rare genetic disorder.
Damn. What's it called? Does it have a wacky name?
Alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency.
Isn't that Elon Musk's kid's name? Only two. Alpha-1 something. That's a Star Trek episode. Oh, damn. So he ghosted you before you died.
Yeah, and then I ghosted him when I
And then you literally ghosted him.
Yeah.
Because you were a ghost for a little bit.
And then I got back in contact with him. He was like, technically you ghosted me too. And I was like, that's fair.
That's pretty funny. Good move. Hey, you ghosted me too, huh? I was doing whatever. You died. You same shit. Nah, cool. So, okay, good. Why'd you ghost her, dude?
Because I was dying.
Well, he can talk. You were what? What were you doing? You know how it is, man. Come on. I was doing something. Nah, that's cool. And now how long have you been together now?
Why are you pointing at me?
Oh, shit. Okay. So not much longer. Cool. Yeah, so how long has it been since you got back together from the ghosting? Like a year and a half?
Yeah, about a year and a half. That's why this is so shocking that he just didn't know the numbers.
Nice. Okay. I can kind of see why he ghosted you. Nah, you guys are fun. Thank you for sharing with me. And you know what? I'm going to end it just because that's the most awkward time I can leave. So now you have to talk to each other about it. Thank you so much, guys. You were really cool. Have a good night. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate ya.